Water signs, something might be ending for you this week. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, it looks like you are in a real decision point in your life this week. It could be to do with work and career is what I'm picking up. It looks like something that you thought was going to be a dream come true is the opposite. And it is actually providing you with quite a bit of turmoil at the moment. You're not getting any kind of sense of peace right now. And you kind of realize things have to change, or they're going to change whether you like it or not, is more to the point. Normally I pick one card to start, but these three fell out onto the floor. So this is kind of a big message that wants to come through for you. Now, the situation might have been something very unconventional, something different with the Hierophant in reverse. But it could be that something that you thought was quite solid, like committed, a relationship or a contract with a customer or a big client, has kind of dissolved. So it's either this is an unconventional situation, or it's the dissolution of something that seemed really secure and legit. And this has you now feeling the need to retreat, or the realization that you are kind of in this alone. This is sort of stopping collaborating with other people. This is kind of going your own separate ways, or this is the universe saying it's time for you to take the reins and take charge on your own somehow. So I hope this has resonance for you. It looks like you are really tired of not having a plan. The Page of Wands is my backpacker card. This is kind of enthusiastic and going off into parts unknown to explore, even if you don't have a map. It's kind of curiosity, it's wide-eyed wonder. So you might actually be feeling the opposite of this, because this is upside down, it's in reverse. You might be feeling a bit bloodied and battered and bruised. You might have gone to explore exciting new territory, especially if it is a bit avant-garde or a bit off the beaten track, a little bit, innovative. And the novelty has certainly worn off for you. You are not interested in exploring this terrain anymore. The alternative sort of reading for this is sort of new, young action. It is action without much forethought. So you are now really going, okay, hang on a minute. I really want to plan this out. I want to know where I'm going. I want some certainty here, is the energy around this. Okay, so this does seem to indicate an ending. Look at this with the casket card here. Someone or something going out of your life. The end of a situation is indicated by the casket, and you look like you really need a break here. You need to chill out, because you have been, this feels like a lot of sleepless nights, no rest for you over this period of time, with this dream kind of turning into a big disappointment and you just feeling not very fulfilled at all. So you definitely need a break, and you need to find some time to relax. Taking a vacation physically or mentally, this card says. Now we have this beautiful card of the dogs that came out for you. Now this is saying your friends will rally around you. The pack will gather to support you. And you know, you have very loyal friends who will be by your side through this. So don't feel like you have to face this situation alone, whatever it is. You might feel very isolated. The 6th house is your day job, and Saturn there is going to be very testing in your daily routines. Now it does bring rewards for effort, but just through the cards that did pop up for you this week, it feels more like this is a daily grind that you really want to get yourself out of, or at the very least have a holiday. Daily routines, day job, habits. There's a change that needs to be made to your health and fitness routine maybe. Time to really take control and set some limits on yourself in this area. Saturn is also showing up, the same challenging planet, in your 10th house of your fame point, your career. It's very much tied to your 6th house of day job. So that's why I'm saying, you know, this could be a work situation that is coming to a head. Saturn, again, the headmaster planet that wants to make sure you're doing everything by the book, putting in all the effort, taking no shortcuts. If you have been taking shortcuts, I've been playing it a bit casual, this is where your chickens will come home to roost, as they say. Now, this could also be a culmination, riches, if you've been doing everything properly, if you've been putting in all the energy. This is when you get the culmination, that everything comes to a peak, you've passed every test, and good things will happen. So look, it could be that all this hard work, all this idiosyncratic stuff might be about to pay off, and the end is in sight. Maybe it is the end of the tough times that will be leaving you. So let's take a look at what the universe wants you to know about the situation this week. So I just heard it's time to pop the pimple. Now it feels like you are very fed up with the situation that you are in, where there are unreliable people around you that you're collaborating with maybe. Things are not going according to plan, or they're just, they're not stable, they're not secure, everything's a bit up in the air, and you are certainly over the idea of not having a plan, not having things nailed down. So this is about communicating. It is time to speak your truth to something, call a halt or call someone on their shit. It is time to enact your boundaries and say, you know, this is not working for me anymore. This kind of offbeat kind of situation where things are a bit loose. Maybe there are other people in the mix who are unreliable, and you certainly don't know where you're headed. Yeah, it's time to put a stop to all of that. Now, this is part of your shamanic journey. This is something that is really good for you to embrace. It might feel tough. You know, Saturn is in Pisces at the moment, so Pisces particularly might be feeling this headmaster vibe where you can't get away with skating around trying to ignore the problems that have been bubbling under. And other water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, you will be feeling it too in different ways. So yeah, this is a critical moment in your journey. It is something for you to master. Saturn is about mastery, because then the rewards come, then your fresh start comes, when you kind of recognize when something's not working for you and put up your hand and say no more. So lean away from ignoring the secrets in your life, the hidden things. It's time to pop that pimple. It is time to bring them into the light. It is time to speak up, especially to say what your boundaries are. So no more illusions, delusions, confusion, secrets. It's time to get rid of all that and be blunt and demand clarity from other people as well. And it's time to be the captain of your ship, is what I'm picking up. Now, you need to lean towards liberation. No more being trapped by your own limiting beliefs, or being tricked into thinking that you need to accept negative situations because that's how other people are calling the shots. No, bitch, enough. It's time to liberate yourself from these constraints, whether you've imposed them on yourself, whether you've got learned helplessness from the way other people have treated you, whichever way you are being kind of held hostage, it's time to break free, face your fears and escape. Yeah, be a survivor, be liberated from this. Wow. So hopefully this resonates with you for whatever situation is unconventional or is just unstable and unsatisfactory to you. You will know, because you're at this crunch point where you are deciding your whole future. It's like, do I want to tolerate this, or do I want to really stand up for myself here in some way and change everything? Yeah, so it looks like a separation or an ending is in order here, so it might be very painful. But at this point, it might be something that you just know it's more painful to carry on than it is to set your boundaries. This, in some ways, it is reaping what you've sown. Maybe if you've coasted along, hoping things would get better and hoping things would get better and sweeping things under the rug. In some ways, this, you know, where you're at now is a result of all your past actions, and I think you kind of sense that. But you are being guided here to stand up for yourself so you can manifest something better, because the more you put into your boundaries and energizing what you do expect, the more they will come into you. So the more likelihood they will come in. It is a matter of you now stating, communicating what it is you expect and deserve. Time to be rational. So it is really time to let go of the emotional connections to situations that have outworn their usefulness in your career or in any aspect of your life. Really, it's time to get dispassionate, pull out your sword and cut away things that no longer serve you. Take command, pop the pimple with this big ass needle. There is something beautiful ahead for you. Now remember, we did have the dogs, the loyalty of your friends. They are going to gather round. You are not going to be left out in the cold here. There are going to be some beautiful sentiments, some warm words, loving words from the people around you. You are supported. So you won't be on your own in this, is what I'm picking up. If you'd like your own personal reading on the situation, because it is collective reading, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. Meanwhile, this is Sarah, wishing you much abundance, love, and joy, and good luck as you navigate this potentially painful change in your life that is going to transition you into smoother waters.